You go out here and you say this stuff, and then we can point back to your minions in the media. We can point back to you specifically. Like, just chill, man. Just chill. Wow. Okay. See, I knew this was coming. There we go. I knew this was coming. How is it? I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast, live Sunday morning edition. How's everybody doing? Thank you for being here. All right. So we got a pretty good show for you planned today. For the moment, I'm rocking solo, but very shortly, my main man, Sneed Got What You Need, is going to be in here to kick it with me while Transformer does his duty to our great nation. So you won't see him today. He'll be back later on in the week. But regardless, you know how we get down, and we're going to make it happen. All right, so we're going to run through our usual. We're going to shout out the channel members, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the quick hits and then get into the topics. But as you can see, today is Super Sunday, so we're going to talk some NFL, of course. It's not obviously going to be the last time we talk NFL, but obviously after today, we're not going to have any more games because it's the final game of the season, which is always a saddening thing, but that's okay because then we get into the off season, we get into draft prep, we get into the NFL draft and so on and so forth. And well, the season will be back before you know it, college and pro. But in the meantime, of course, we'll have plenty of NBA. But regardless, we're going to talk some NFL, and then we are going to talk, of course, LeBron James, right? Because why not, right? That's what we do. All right, but let's go ahead and we'll start with showing love to the channel members because we really appreciate you guys, and you help make things happen here. So, of course, number one, Coach T, appreciate you always. It's not that serious. Was good. Chief Sid Bubba, shout out to you. Shout out to everything you've done for our great nation. Shout out to what you do for this channel. Truly appreciate it. And shout out to the boys from Annapolis. Baltimore Bruce, what's good. Steve, king of the chat, my guy. Nino, Sneed, Got What You Need. And, of course, Micah, New York City Stand Up. All right, let's go ahead and do the spiel. Then we'll come back and we'll get into these quick hits. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you. Okay, LeBron James. Our guy, the biggest lightning rod in sports, the biggest talking point in the NBA, still the face of the NBA, no question about it. So recently on an episode of Mind the Game podcast, or Game to Mind, or whatever you want to call it.
Mind Games podcast.
Mind Games podcast. Yo, you're terrible.
Let me tell you what you should know.
Matter of fact, I'm so sorry. I didn't load up my clips. Give me a second. I got the sound here.
Oh, we're doing sound? All right.
Yeah, man. I got the sound, man.
I've heard some clips from that's the episode with Tyrese.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard some of it.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff. All right, let's boom. My bad, y'all. I did everything last night except this was loaded. But
cue it up, bro. Where's the production team?
Yeah, I know, right?
Listen, try to build the plane and fly it at the same time is not easy, bro.
Right. Yeah. I need to. So anyway, LeBron James on a recent episode of the Mind the Game podcast with Tyrese Halliburton as a guest, which did Steve Nash get a job somewhere? Is that why he's not?
I don't know, man. They got Tyrese in there. Maybe he realized that it wasn't taking him anywhere. He's like, all right, I'm gonna cut bait.
Do you think he's trying to Do you think that LeBron is trying to recruit Tyrese to wherever he is next?
Oh, Bruce, we're not doing this, bro.
I'm just saying.
LeBron to the Pacers next year. Here we go, bro. Here we go, Bruce. Here we go.
No. He's not to the Pacers. Back to Cleveland.
Drag him over to Cleveland.
Right,
You're gonna.
they're gonna have a big four.
Bruce,
right?
I'm really, really starting to not like this direction you're going, bro. Not liking this.
I'm just saying. Oh man. Okay. So LeBron James, this is his clip, and I thought this was so. I don't even know how to describe it, but I've said multiple times, this is a guy who thinks that we're stupid, and the reason why I say that you will hear momentarily.
The problem is, and it's not I know you don't care, I don't care, but we use it as fuel. But right. You have so many watchers of just stat sheets. You have guys that just do like this after the game, and they go to their phone and they look and say, okay, well, Hallie, 14 points, 13 assists, 6-7 rebounds. They're like, okay, cool. The next game, Hallie, 18 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds, couple steals, and people read into that shit because everything in the whole narrative of our game is all about just get a bucket. How can he ain't a bucket getter? Well, he's not great. He's overrated. He ain't a bucket getter. How about the fact that we 20 games over 500?
Right.
How about that? How about we're winning, and when I'm on the court, we're in the plus?
Yes.
How about the fact that my teammates love the fact when I'm on the court, they love what we bring to the table? And
just saying. I mean, we probably could stop the segment right there, but we're not going to do that. So I want to get this clear. I want to get the correction. Not get this. I want to make sure I understand clearly. Did LeBron just voice some displeasure that we have many fans who just watch the stats? Did I hear that correctly? Correct me if I'm wrong, Sneed.
Yeah, he did say that.
Mm-hmm. Where does he think that type of mindset and mentality comes from?
Well, seeing as he just told us ring culture is
weird,
stupid. So winnings, Charles Barkley, he mentioned him. He mentioned Allen Iverson. He talked about Steve Nash. He's like, we're just not going to talk about them like they're not great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be really, really hard for him to continue to say, they're only separated by a few months. People haven't forgotten all the things that he said. So
there we go.
It really has not been that long.
Right. So just now on his own show, he's talking about people who only watch the stats. And I've said for a while now, one of the big things is
he really wore that shirt, bro.
Yeah.
That's a real picture.
Guess when that was from?
When?
That was right after he and his family were on vacation. That was after they lost the finals in 11.
Oh, coping.
Yeah. I'll check my stats. Yeah. But see, so I've talked for a while about the power of the media, and LeBron more than anyone understands this, right? This is why, LeBron and Clutch. This is why Rich Paul does what he does. This is why LeBron has his show. This is why we know for a fact that they have media plants who push the narrative, because those people, Bootage, I'm getting there, brother. I got you. I got you. I'm getting there. But this is why, people are so stat driven, right? Because this is what they hear. And some of the greatest LeBron defenders in the media constantly point to stats. Here's one.
But you find me a better 5-year peak than LeBron James from 12 to 16. 2012, NBA champion, league MVP, finals MVP. 2013, 27-game winning streak, NBA or league MVP, finals MVP. 2014, shot 58% from the field in the finals, 49%, 50% from three, and the guy guarding him won finals MVP. The next year, 36, 13, and 9 in the NBA finals with Matthew Dellavedova as his second best player on his team, and the guy guarding him won finals MVP. And the next year, 3-1 comeback on a 73-win team.
Correction. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we not just hear a lot of stats get thrown at us by LeBron James's arguably biggest defender in the mainstream media? We did, right?
Loves him some Bron. Yeah.
Okay. But we just heard a lot of stats though, right?
I mean, that's kind of always been a thing. Like everybody who's been a very vocal supporter of LeBron's all-time status, you know, it's always part of it has always been the fact that he's statistically dominant. You know, that's always been a storyline.
Right. Right. Okay. So I mean, but let's, because you know, Nick Wright, that could just be Nick Wright. And you know, Bruce just be hating on Bron because he wake up every morning hating on another black man. But let's go ahead. Can we hear from another black man? One who I dare say knows LeBron James very well, and one who I would dare say coached him to a championship. Let's hear what Ty Lue had to say about LeBron and stats.
Doing on film. I said, Bron, you got to be better, bro. He's like, what you mean? I got this. I said, I don't care about no stats. You got to be. He said, what you want me to do, T. Lue?
So that was short. That was Ty Lue.
I remember that clip.
Right.
I do remember that
He was
clip.
talking about LeBron at halftime of Game 7 in 2016. Now, I'm going to just play it again because I'm sure some people want to act like they didn't hear that.
Doing on film. I said, Bron, you got to be better, bro. He's like, what you mean? I got this. I said, I don't care about no stats. You got to be. He said, what you want me to do, T. Lue?
So you heard that. When T. Lue was trying to tell him you got to be better, he got ready to start rattling off his stats.
I think we should take a moment though, real quick, Bruce.
Sure.
People say that LeBron never had a great coach. That is an act of a great coach to help realign a megastar's focus on the task at hand.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Which great players tend to stray away sometimes on things like they're caught up in the moment. They need a realignment check, right? Ty Lue provided that. I don't like it when people say things like, you know, never had a great coach, because that's really disrespecting a lot of coaches. But
Right. No doubt. Shout out to my guy, Sports and Fitness Rants. What up? Good to see you, brother. All right. So that's another example of the stats. Now let's go to another one of his great defenders in the media.
LeBron now is number 1 in points, 4th in assists, 9th all-time in steals, 9th in threes.
So that was on Undisputed after LeBron broke Kareem's scoring record. Again, a bunch of stats. So
I mean, the stats are a big part of LeBron's career. They are.
I don't have a problem with that, Sneed. I don't. Stats are a statistical, numerical representation of what
of productivity, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there context to it? Sure, there's context. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't get to talk about stats. Meanwhile, everybody who makes your case is pointing to what? Stats. You wear a shirt that says, check my stats. You are always talking about your stats. And for those who think...
So you're saying that LeBron is a walking contradiction?
Yeah, I've been saying that. It's not new. But for those of you who say, Bruce is just making stuff up, Bruce is just a hater. Okay, cool.
Bro, I've never seen that shirt. That's crazy.
Yeah. Of course, they're not going to advertise that, especially when it happened. So here are some quotes from the man himself, right? He just, remember now, hold on. He just told us that there's so many people just watching the game and watching stats. Not even watching the game, just watching stats. Cool. So let me quote LeBron James here. Quote, I know exactly what I have. I know how many rebounds. I know how many assists. I know how many turnovers. I know how many points. I've always been that way. I know the score. I know how many fouls I have. I know how many fouls the team has. It's just part of my makeup, unquote. Stats, right? But since I'm sure I just made that up because, you know, I wake up every morning hating on LeBron James and hating on a black man, right? I know. Let me quote that same black man again. Quote, I don't need to look at the scoreboard to know what's going on. I know how many times I found a teammate for a bucket. I know how many times I've gone to the glass. It's like a ticker tape running in my head, unquote. So that means he's counting his stats as he goes. Interesting. All right. But since I know I'm just a hater who made that up, let's talk about something else. In a 2018 piece by ESPN's Brian Windhorst and Dave McMenamin, but I know Dave McMenamin probably just makes stuff up, even though he's kind of under the clutch umbrella. But wait a minute, Brian Windhorst, he don't know what he's talking about, except he He covered LeBron since LeBron was in high school. But, anyway, in a 2018 piece by ESPN's Brian Windhorst and Dave McMenamin, several teammates and coaches discussed LeBron's photographic memory. They noted that LeBron often, get this, corrects official scorers during timeouts or halftime if he believes a rebound or assist was missed.
Is that real?
Brian Windhorst and Dave McMenamin wrote this. They're respected journalists.
Man, I learned two things today. I've never seen the photo of the stats thing, and I never knew this either.
Tyronn Lue, his coach at the time, mentioned, quote, he'll come to the bench and say, I have 6 rebounds, not 5, and he's always right.
Jeez.
Here's another quote from LeBron James, the guy I make stuff about. I make stuff up about this guy. Quote, I'd be lying if I said I didn't know exactly where I was at. I knew the number was 36 to break the record. I knew every bucket got me closer, unquote. The point I'm trying to make here is it's cool if you know your stats. It's cool if stats are important to you. Stats materially affect your life, right? Stats lead to what? All-star appearances, MVPs, championships. All these things lead to what? Bigger contracts, right? So LeBron James, knowing his stats, there's nothing wrong with that. All that has helped him, along with his greatness, to become the billionaire that we see today. No problem with any of that. Not my issue. My issue is this guy now getting out here and lying and saying things like this.
The problem is, and it's not I know you don't care. I don't care, but we use it as fuel. But you have so many watchers of just stat sheets. You have guys that just do like this after the game and they go to their phone and they look and say, okay, well, Hallie, 14 points, 13 assists, 6, 7 rebounds. They're like, okay, cool. The next game, Hallie, 18 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds, couple steals, and people read into that shit because everything in the whole narrative of our game is all about just get a bucket. How can he ain't a bucket getter? Well,
so this is my problem. And this is why I get irritated with this guy, because he acts like we're all stupid. Like no one knows what he says and does. You see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, check my stats. Come on, man. Young disciple. It's not about him talking about Hallie. That's irrelevant. The bigger point is no matter who he's talking about, he could be talking about you, me, Sneed, Hallie, Donovan Mitchell, whoever. The bigger point is he's complaining about people and stats. Meanwhile, everything with him is about stats and always has been. What don't you get about that? This is very simple. But Sneed, I've been talking for a while, man. Go ahead, brother. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
I don't know. It's just, when you do this, right, because you're backtracking on previous comments where it was a different story. You keep talking. I've mentioned this to you, Bruce, about people being on podcasts and it turning into clips and entertainment. You keep talking and then eventually insert foot in mouth, right? So he's saying something that contradicts what he said previously. That happens when you talk a lot. It's more likely to happen when you talk a lot.
Right.
So, he's going to continue to do these things. It's going to increase the likelihood that they happen because I think people like yourself, Bruce, who are very analytical about the things that LeBron says. And it's fine. There's nothing wrong with analyzing what somebody is saying, seeing that they self-proclaim to be above reproach. Right. I think LeBron puts himself on a very high pedestal. You're putting a target on yourself, right?
He should put himself on a high pedestal.
I agree. But when you're setting yourself up, you're putting the target on your back when you do these things. So
there you go.
And people who love you will rush to defend you, and people who hate you will rush to denigrate you for those things, because that's how this thing works. The same buzz that's created from positivity can also be created from negativity. So it's going to create a stir. He's getting the stir he wants, I think.
For sure.
Right? So he's getting that. I'm not of the belief that I need to hear what LeBron has to say in order for me to understand the game better. There are some people out there that probably want to hear what he has to say so it can validate certain things that they believe or understand. I don't listen to what LeBron has to say to understand more basketball. I don't need to be told what is a good way to evaluate hoops. What LeBron said about making the right pass, getting your teammates involved, that's all factual and true.
For sure.
That's the stuff that's actually real.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is because previously on other episodes he and a lot of his people who like the LeBron people, it's about his statistical greatness as part of his legacy.
Right.
And now he's trying to downplay it. You can't do both. You can't be a vegetarian and a vegan, or you can't eat beef and then be a vegetarian the next day and then go back to eating beef a week later. It doesn't work this way.
No, it doesn't.
So that's unfortunately, we were talking about Giannis at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
Right. And trying to play both sides. You can't do this. You can't talk about how stats are less impactful, and they're part of the reason why you're viewed the way you are by your favorite people.
And not even that, Sneed. You have admitted yourself on multiple occasions how important stats are to you. Like
it's you can't undo. There's no undo button. The internet is undefeated, sir.
Yeah.
The internet is undefeated, bro. Taxes, death, and the internet having all the things you ever said.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
I'm a guy that, and maybe this is just not normal. Consistency is a real pet peeve for me. It really bothers me. And especially when it's, other people like that who, because I feel like in situations like this, especially with LeBron, that's a personal insult to me. Obviously, I'm nobody, so I know he's not talking to me personally, but it's a personal insult when people try to play me like I'm stupid. Like you're saying this as if we don't know what you're about and as if we don't know what you have said and demonstrated consistently over the course of the last 23 years. Come on.
Look, I've always felt like, the platform, the whole mind the game thing, it was supposed to be depth of the game. We really haven't gotten that at any point. There has really been very little depth to the game.
Yeah, I was about to say there's been a little
That's
bit.
my only real. So the platform has become self-serving to the point where it's not really bringing value to the game itself. It's bringing it's Rich Paul did the same thing when he came out and made his podcast and commentary. It's just narrative control. It's story control.
Exactly.
I don't, bro, I know how good Tyrese Halliburton is. Right. I knew it before you did. LeBron, you just figured out that, bro.
Right.
We, everybody saw the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't need to, I know these things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, we were talking about, players that are underappreciated. I was talking about that with some of my students, and they were like, then they go back and watch these guys. They're like, wow, we all have that ability to recall and know what good basketball is and what quality hoops is, and stats don't tell the whole story.
Right.
Impact and all that. We get that. You know what I mean? Tim Duncan doesn't have all the great stats. He has important ones that are prolific, but dude was a winner. We put him in conversations with Kobe.
Yeah.
For
sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. And if you go back and remember, this is before you started joining the show regularly, Sneed, before Mind the Game first came out, before the first episode, when I found out it was coming out, I talked about it and I said, this is what it's going to be. It will be another LeBron propaganda arm.
Can you highlight Nino's comment? I'll answer that question.
Yes, sure.
They don't like Hallie. That's why they voted him most overrated, because they don't like him. He plays in Indiana. He's quiet. I don't know. They don't like him. He doesn't politic. What do you want me to tell you?
Right. And who knows? He might be a champion right now. If he doesn't get hurt in that series. So
they almost beat an all-time great defense that we've ever seen.
Yes. So but that's my thing, man. Don't you go out here and you say this stuff, and then we can point back to your minions in the media. We can point back to you specifically. Like, just chill, man. Just chill. Wow. Okay. See, I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. There we go. I knew this was coming. How is it? I mean, you know what? I'm not even. So let's go ahead. Let's open up the phone lines. Let's take a couple calls, Steve. Take a couple. 904-219-8264.
You remember the barbershop scene, bro, in Coming to America?
Yes.
You remember that guy, just the old man, the little one, just sitting in their chair, just. I feel like I'm gonna end up just being that guy, bro. At some point, I'm just gonna be chuckling, shoulders shrugging up and down, just laughing, bro.
Oh man, no, that was Eddie and Arsenio did a great job with those characters.
I'm gonna call him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
I'm calling Clay.
No, where's the spoon?
Way to taste the soup. Oh
man.
my gosh, that was classic. But yeah, so I mean, I just
I agree with you though. It's not just the fact that it was in relation to Hallie.
No,
it is the message and the messenger that matter.
Correct.
Yeah, so I kind of get what you're saying, Bruce. Yeah.
Like I don't know, everybody's different, but I'm one of those people. Like I really try to be careful what I say because I don't like to be caught out there. Like, well, Bruce, you said this last week. Oh, damn. I
think it's
reassess. Like I'm very careful about that.
So a voice like an authority, right? You want to be considered to be credible. You want people to take you seriously. Know you're not a flake.
Sure.
You know that you stand on business when it comes to your ideological philosophy or whatever. Yeah, I'm with you.
Right. Young Disciple, what up?
Hey, so what's up, bro? Hey, I seen the little I seen the little how you clipped me last week. That was cold, bro. Why you clip me like that, man?
Hey man, you calling, you wilding out, man.
But I don't be wilding out, bro. Bro, that's just how I talk. Everybody be thinking that I'm talking aggressive, bro. But I'm not talking aggressive. That's why I'm whispering. I call this a whisper right here. But that's why I'm whispering this week, so don't nobody think that I'm talking to any type of way. But that's just how I talk, bro. Like anytime you ever hear me talk, I talk the same way. So that's why I don't understand you.
I still don't think you should have hung up, YD. We don't want you hanging up on us, man.
Nah, bro. But when it get to the situation where, like Bruce said, I'm hollering or I'm screaming, it's just how I talk. Like so if my volume is gonna be a problem, like. Which y'all ain't the only person who only talk to me sparingly, who might think that like this in the past has been the same situation. So I don't take nothing by it. I just don't like when I've talked to y'all like plenty of times. So I would think that y'all know that hey, that's just Young D. That's just YD. That's just him. I ain't cursing y'all out or ever saying anything disrespectful to y'all. So I don't expect y'all to feel that way. If I was talking to somebody for the first time or something like that, I would be, okay, I can see that. But I'll talk to Bruce over 100 times. Bruce, he know how to talk. Like, so it was just that, man. But let me ask y'all a question, though. Would like, how did y'all feel, or how would you feel if y'all heard Kobe talking about taking bad shots or playing team basketball? Or y'all remember the advice he tried to give to LeBron about beating the Warriors, like, and everybody came out and said like this is a example of do as I say, not as I do. Like LeBron wasn't talking about himself. Like even when LeBron not talking about himself, y'all put it back to LeBron. LeBron talking about Halliburton, how he's better than what a stat sheet says. That was that whole conversation right there. But Bruce, you take it from him talking about somebody else and how they're viewed. Hey, let me ask you a question. Don't y'all think that don't y'all think that would be a stupid statement like for LeBron to make if he was talking about himself?
He's made a lot of stupid statements. I mean, I've demonstrated that time and time again. The bigger issue here, Young Disciple, is this.
Not really.
The bigger issue is this, right? It doesn't matter if he, like I said, it doesn't matter if you talk about you, me, Snead, Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, whoever it may be, Kawhi Leonard. If LeBron James is not the guy that can come out and talk about stats and people placing an inflated importance on stats. So it doesn't matter if it's about him or not. He can't
Okay.
say that.
So how did you feel about Kobe when he was doing detail?
I thought it was really good on the strength of when he was doing detail, like we actually got what we were supposed to be getting from that, like the actual film breakdown, X's and O's. It wasn't a bunch of self-aggrandizing propaganda. Like we actually got the detail.
Yeah. That's because he was talking about other people. Okay, so how would you feel if Kobe Bryant was talking about playing team basketball? Like I'm saying, I'm just using Kobe as a. I'm not using him per se, because I mean I think Kobe is a top 10 player, like all. But what I'm saying is that how would y'all feel if he was speaking about like playing team basketball?
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
And that's what I'm saying right there. Like you, because you're basically saying, like when y'all say the hypocrite part. Like to me, you can say, if I'm talking about somebody else, bro, I can give my honest assessment of what I feel, especially when I'm talking about how the basketball world views Halliburton. Sneed, you just said that you knew Halliburton was better. You knew Halliburton was great before LeBron.
No. I'm saying I didn't need LeBron to tell me. I knew it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Then I think LeBron ain't talking to you. Then
Obviously, he's not talking to me.
Okay. I mean, Steve, like let's not get too carried away with it.
Well, so to go back to your point, you brought up the detail thing with Kobe. Like that's I would agree with that statement too. Like what Bruce said, the thing that we got with detail was exactly what we thought we were getting. I'm still waiting for the platform, and this is a tangent. I'm still waiting for the platform Mind the Game to actually be what it was supposed to be, which it still hasn't really done that. So but I get what you're saying. This is about Halliburton, and it's okay. So it's commendable that he's kind of like sticking up for a player, but the message and the messenger might be kind of like off in this. You know what I mean?
Okay. So maybe y'all should just focus on the message then.
I think the message is good.
So if the message is good, why y'all killing the messenger?
Because he doesn't exemplify the message
about himself. Like Sneed. This is what I'm saying, Sneed. Like understand this, bro. Like you're coming off like you're a basketball savant.
I love basketball, bro. I love it.
Loving basketball, bro, and knowing basketball is two different things, Steve. So, and what I'm saying is that maybe he's not speaking for the people whose perception or intellect about basketball is at the level of yours. That's what I'm saying.
I got you. Okay.
But taking every statement that LeBron makes, and see, and this is what I'm saying, bro. Like y'all like to draw it and frame it as this is somebody that defends LeBron. Man, bro, like at some point in time, bro, I'm saying the more that y'all critique everything about LeBron, the more y'all make people have to defend LeBron or make people like LeBron who don't like LeBron. Like, and it's not, and it shouldn't even be about all that, bro. Like that's just how I feel. Y'all, like, if every statement LeBron make, bro, it's gonna be something about like, where do we draw the line if we do? I mean, that's all I got to say, bro.
All right.
I appreciate the call,
so
bro.
basically what Young Disciple is saying is we shouldn't be up here discussing this topic because we do this too much to LeBron.
I mean,
that's kind of how it closed, right? He's basically saying, all right, LeBron makes a statement, everybody gets in a tizzy and starts analyzing everything he says.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, he's up here trying to tell people how to think about basketball. I think the authority matters.
Yeah.
Has he earned the credibility with fans across all segments of the fans, right? So myself included, or yourself, Bruce, like it. I mean, I just know that when someone walks through hell wearing gasoline drawers, you don't expect to catch on fire.
Right. And like it's funny, as you say that, Buttigieg, I don't know, Buttigieg is always reading my damn mind, but LeBron put himself under this microscope with his attitude. See, this is the thing. This is exactly the thing. LeBron himself and LeBron fans, they want him to get all the attention and all the adulation that comes with being the face of the NBA, and that's fine. But where in life does a coin not have two sides? It's not possible.
Nobody,
with all that attention, people are going to scrutinize you, and there's going to be negatives.
nobody does this with Kawhi Leonard. Why? Because he doesn't talk. But
Right.
Kawhi Leonard was viewed as the best basketball player in the world at one point. That was a
Yeah,
conversation
sure.
people were having, right or wrong. It was happening. So it's not because LeBron's the greatest player. It's because LeBron is a great player with notoriety that also
Yes.
has a mouth that runs like hot water.
Mm-hmm. And has a bunch of media plants that,
Try to control.
And I always say it. LeBron fans believe, and they want you to believe, and get upset when you don't believe that he walks on water, heals the sick, and raises the dead. That is how they want you to see LeBron. And if you don't, you're a hater and this, that, and the third. And it's like, come on, man. Come on. Again,
Look, man, it's so if you question anything LeBron says, you're a problem.
Or does. Yes, correct.
If you don't like or approve of everything, leave him alone. I can't. No.
Right.
No. Whatever he gets, the world always gives you what you deserve, bro.
Mm-hmm.
In the long run, the world will give you what you deserve.
Right. And listen, LeBron has, again, see, this is the thing. I've said it time and time again. He's had an incredible career, one of the best ever. He's up there as one of the all-time great players. Where you put him, that's your own choice. But he's done all these things. But just because I'm not gonna worship him like some others do, like it doesn't make
you
me.
Remember my quote from last week, Bruce?
Which one was that, Steve?
Do you remember the quote from last week?
What was it? No,
you don't remember it?
Man, I told you I got bad short-term memory, man. What's the quote?
Not everybody loves him the way that you love him.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of people that get very upset by that. Absolutely.
They can respect and appreciate on different levels.
Sure.
In different ways.
Right.
And I think, if this is about insecurity, it's just something you're going to have to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't personally identify with athletes as part of my personal identity.
Right.
So I don't need to rush to defend anybody or anything, bro. If somebody hates Hakeem, so be it. What am I supposed to do about that, bro? If somebody hates or doesn't like Kareem as much as I do, what am I supposed to do, bro?
I was going to bring that up. What's the point? Sean, what's good, man?
Man, what's up, Bruce? What's up, Sneed?
John, what up?
You guys have a great morning.
Hey, you too, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Now, even though I be on LeBron James, obviously for my own reasons or valid reasons, people gotta understand that not everyone is gonna like your player, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in LA. There's people who absolutely cannot stand Kobe Bryant, even the media. So, but he pushed through. He forced people to respect him in that type of way, and history has changed. LeBron James, not once in his career, has forced people to change his minds about him. Not once. You know what I mean? Even though people could say how about his Cleveland title, at the end of the day, you had constructed a trio with, Kyrie and Kevin Love.
Mm-hmm.
The same way you actually construct a trio with D Wade and Chris Bosh.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you're trying to construct a trio with James Harden and
hold on. That's speculation, bro. Let's not speak like that is a definitive statement.
I can't wait, Sneed. I can't.
Hey, I'm sorry, bro. Like I saw, do you see the recent games? Like the dude was giddy up when he faced against weak teams. Like he acted like this is like Candyland for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he faced against the weakest team. Like I saw him like face against what was the recent game that I saw that he played against? He played against for the Lakers. What game I saw?
He plays really good against the Utah Jazz.
It was the freaking Brooklyn Nets, and dude was like, he was treating this like, man, yeah, I'm gonna play the entire time when you don't even have to. Bro. Like the dude's competitive energy is absolute garbage, and you wonder why people be like, man, why they don't, worship you. You know what I mean? If you really, you're really that guy, you would not be acting like this against weak teams. You should be acting like this against stronger teams. But, you know what I mean? To here and there, But yeah, man, like, if you guys like that stat loving, oh, he broke every milestone type of thing every single time, that's on you. For all the Bronxexuals out there, but as for me, I can't do that, man. Like, you gotta have to win games, you gotta win championships, you gotta do something that is like that'll make you look vulnerable, like formidable, instead of doing the other crap, because this this type of thing he does not produce to win games. Like, come on, man. Come on, you guys. You saw the stream. Maybe you have a 65-inch, 75, whatever. You saw him actually when he broke milestones. The team lose by 30 and 40. Like,
he doesn't, at this point of his career, Sean, he doesn't impact the winning like he used to.
Correct.
So I'm not even looking at it from that standpoint. Like this version of Bron is my least favorite of LeBron. He's if we're talking about the game, like, he probably should foul out in the third quarter because of offensive fouls. His defensive effort is, even when he tries, it's just slow laterally. I don't even think about LeBron anymore in that respect. I'm not evaluating his game all time as his career. I don't look at this part and say, okay, this is an important part of his career. It's really not.
Right.
The most important part of his career was, his ascension, becoming a great player, and then his peak, and then kind of like, I would say the first couple years in LA, right? Because everybody still saw him as like an all-pro and all-NBA. So like but like at this point, I mean, he's not impacting winning. They're getting bounced out of the playoffs early. He can't really keep up with these younger guys. They're running him off the floor. I'm not looking at this and holding him to that standard. I would like to see him be a contributor to the winning of a team, but he doesn't have to be the reason they're winning.
Yeah, man, even with that type of job, he can't even do that right. He doesn't contribute. He takes contribute.
I think he's struggling with the concept of, him being an ancillary piece as opposed to the piece.
Yeah. And in fairness to him, that's hard to do when you've been piece your entire life. I can't imagine how difficult that must be.
Especially on a team that has Luka and Austin Reeves.
Yeah. You've clearly and definitively been the best player on every team you've ever been on. And now you have to accept that you're not quite that anymore. That can't be easy. So I get it.
He wasn't even the best player when AD came through, but they gave him a finals MVP,
Are you talking about the 2020 ring?
Yeah.
Anthony Davis was a better player at that point.
Yeah, you're right. Not by a lot.
He was the best two-way player in the team while he was a secondary player.
Anthony Davis was in MVP discussions 13 months ago.
That's a
league MVP.
Yeah. That's a great point. But all right, Sean, I appreciate the call, brother. Thanks, man.
Salute, Sean.
No problem.
All right, man.
Yeah, people forget, man. AD.
Solid call from Sean.
Anthony Davis, bro.
Yeah, he was good. Steve, in the chat. What's good, my man?
Body's deceiving him.
What up, fellas?
What's good?
What up, Steve? What up, Maine?
What up, Steve? Hey, I just wanted to call in.
Yes.
I didn't get to contribute as much because I wanted to talk about stats. I was listening, but I was busy running 4 miles at the gym.
Damn.
And I did 20 minutes in the sauna at 190. And I just want to talk. I wanted to call in to debunk you guys.
Steve trying to
you
die.
guys are haters. Stats are everything.
Oh, here we go.
I'm getting a T-shirt printed that has 4 miles, 20 minutes sauna that I can show everybody in the gym that I am the GOAT of that gym. But I just wanted to let everyone know that I wanted to, my stats and how it is the absolute only argument necessary. But don't you guys talk about my stats. That's for me to talk about, nobody else. But yeah, I just had to call and give my 2 cents. The stats are that important. And yeah, it's been a great.
Steve, I appreciate you not questioning my orientation earlier. That was appreciated.
Bruh, Bruh,
I
you
don't-
can't make
hey,
this up.
hey.
I'm behaving. Bruce, I know
Thank you.
we're live.
I did see it. I just want to let him know I acknowledged it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That is crazy work. That is crazy work. Sneed, you said a lot. Now, I'm not trying to be like of men of faith.
Yes.
When you hear that type of stuff, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? You say, "Oh, idolatry. This is crazy work. This is crazy work, bro. Like, he's just another man that believes the same way as I do. Like, he ain't God. What are we doing here?" But that's what bronze sexuality is. It's a cult. And I'm not a fan of Kool-Aid, so I don't drink Kool-Aid.
Oh, my goodness.
I just wanted to call and let you guys know my stats, where I stand. I will print you guys T-shirts if you're interested.
4 miles, 20 minutes strong.
20 minutes.
Check Steve's
4 miles,
stats.
20 minutes sauna. Those are the stats for today. I am the goat of the gym. And I wish you both a very blessed day.
Hey, thank you, Steve. Same
I will
to you,
talk.
bro.
I'll talk at you both later.
Hey, appreciate you, Steve. Thank you.
All right, fellas.
All right, brother. Caller from Maryland. I saw a caller from Maryland. Call us back.
Shout out to Maryland.
Yeah, I saw that Maryland caller. Call us back.
Yo, did you watch the Cavs game yesterday? Did you see the beard in action, bro?
No, I didn't, man. I didn't.
Woo.
I watched I watched some of until it got out of hand. I was watching the Spurs and the Mavs. I don't know why I thought that game was going to be competitive, man. Spurs are good, bro.
Yeah.
Spurs are good. And I watched that OKC Houston game.
Yeah.
Şengün is my guy, man. I like
that boy good, bro.
That boy good.
Everybody says KD is the best player on that team.
Hard to say he's not. It's hard to say he's not.
I know, but I can both sides of the game, right?
Yeah.
And what Şengün brings to the table, he's all NBA second team, bro. So I'm just saying, like,
look,
this conversation is not easy.
No, but I love the fact that when you're dealing with KD on that team, and this is what I said when they first got him, is that when you need a bucket, he can get you one. And that's
no doubt, bro. No doubt.
Specifically for that. Call
Şengün's turned out to be a bucket too, bro. Chill out.
Hey, man. Hey, this is Brucey, man. What's going on with
Brucey?
You got a new phone, man?
This is my landline. Listen.
You ain't got no landline. You're lying, bro.
No, listen, though.
What's up,
Don't
brother?
be on here abashing. And first of all, happy Super Sunday for y'all boys, man.
Yes, sir.
Sunday, bro.
Yeah, man. I hear you on here going in on LeBron. Let's just get you. Listen, let's not act like LeBron don't have cachet.
Got cachet.
I don't know,
big
man.
cachet.
Let me ask you this, Bruce. Hey, Bruce, first of all, I missed it at the beginning of the topic. Like, give me a quick, little summary. What's the main topic of the discussion?
So the issue was he had Tyrese Halliburton on his on Mind the Game, and they were talking about it, and apparently, Tyrese Halliburton got voted as most overrated or whatever, and so LeBron was talking about stats and how you have so many people who are now not watching the game, but they're just checking the stats and going by the stats, and that's what it really set me off. That coming from him, right? That's why I went into it like, okay, that's what we doing now.
Okay.
All right. So that's when I had to break that down.
Okay.
You know how I do.
You LeBron #1 hater. That's why. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted in Sneed, and he was the first. He was a LeBron guy.
Look up. Disgusted by me? Why?
Guy. He was a LeBron guy, bro. At one point in time, every time I look up as of recent, you get going in on him about something. I mean, that man can't. That man can't even breathe. Y'all, that man can't even breathe. That man can't even voice out.
Why you always messing with me, Brucey? Why you always do this, bro?
I'm just saying, you and Brucey. Both Sunday, y'all here eating about the goddamn LeBron James. What he got to say to Tyrese Halliburton?
One of these days we're gonna play that game, bro. Who would you rather? Right? We're gonna talk. We're gonna do players, and I think I'm gonna surprise you, bro.
I mean, damn, Sneed. I mean, it ain't gonna surprise me. I get it. You was a Cleveland guy. You're still a little bitter from leaving for the second time. I get it.
The field was a little bit
There
more.
was no bro. There was a championship upon the exit. There's no love lost. The love is there, bro.
The love can't be there. How you talking about in the past couple weeks, man? That's all I hear you up here.
Look at Bruce messing with me, psychological, bro.
Like, listen, it's like LeBron can't even walk, can't even breathe without some damn controversy about. Oh, God damn, and you, Brucey, I hear you up here. He just discuss you with every little thing he do, Bruce. So I get your point. We didn't had this discussion 1,000 times. I'm not going to get into it with you about LeBron. We already know how you feel about him. Your disdain and your disgust for him.
Hey, Brucey, real quick. Brucey, who's better, LeBron the analyst or LeBron the player?
I like LeBron and so. Oh yeah, and another thing I heard about you, Sneed, over here whining and complaining about. I don't want to hear nothing about when LeBron talking basketball. I don't have no knowledge from him. Stop it, Sneed. If LeBron walked in your room right now, you'll have a 3-hour discussion with him about basketball. Stop it.
Yeah, but would he be based on? No. I but I'll respond to that. If do you think Mind the Game is promoting technical parts of the game that I would be interested in?
Basketball, bro. This is not the first in the talking ball. Everybody got damn podcasts. The whole damn NBA got a damn podcast. God damn. So they're talking ball, man. I mean, so like I was saying, Sneed, talk about you wasn't. Oh, did LeBron talk? I don't even know knowledge from LeBron about basketball. I know about basketball. What you holier than thou, Sneed?
If he's gonna tell me that stats don't matter that much, I know that.
I'm saying that's LeBron just be saying stupid shit.
There we go. Say that again. Say that again. I knew I would. There you go. I knew I just had to wait.
Everybody, I mean, stupid opinion. I mean, his opinion is there sometimes, but goddamn,
stupid. Come on, stupid.
He's a kid.
I knew I just had to wait.
Go ahead, man. He was a good kid, but goddamn, do nothing. I mean, he can't say nothing. Sneed, give him a break, Sneed. I know. It hurt. He left Cleveland.
Why does he keep saying that, bro?
Because if he's a Cleveland guy, he's too hard.
Bro, we got a championship. They're talking about building this dude a statue here. What you mean, bro?
There's a statue there.
But that's what I'm saying is what is the narrative that everybody's upset that he left?
I don't know.
You got Bruce, Super Bowl Sunday, he on here complaining about some damn stat pad. Man, stop it, man. That brother man gonna retire you when
I didn't say anything about stat pad.
You gonna miss him, Bruce.
You know why? Bruce, do you know why I'm not gonna miss him? Do you know why? Because even when he's done playing, he's not going anywhere. Do you really believe this dude can go sit down and not be in the spotlight? He's not going anywhere. He's going to continue to give us content. I'm trying to tell you, he's not going anywhere even when he's not playing. Just wait. You'll see. He has to have it. He's obsessed with the attention.
Hey, Bruce, I know you're passionate for LeBron. I get it.
Am I what?
You're real passionate. You're passionate toward LeBron hatefully.
No.
There's a passion of hate.
I don't know
crime
him.
Of passion.
I don't know him.
Hey, man, let me stop messing with y'all. Hey, boys, let me plug y'all in land of plane. Let me land of plane. Listen, YD came on here clean this morning. I heard him. YD wasn't yelling at nothing, was it?
No, YD did not yell today. Not at all. Not at all.
He did. He was nice.
He was, yeah, bro. Because he didn't want to get the message misconstrued. He wanted to be clear about it.
You see how he was all nice and calm. Hey man, tonight, man, I can't wait for tonight. It's tonight where we got 9 more months for football again. God damn it. Shit, yeah. About 10 months. We got 10 more months before football start again.
No, they start playing football at the end of the summer, man.
I'm talking about real games.
Playoff games? Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Week one starts.
Week 1's in September.
We got 8 months. Then we got 9. Man, what can he add? God damn, Brucey. But man, y'all boys have a great Sunday, man. Thanks for letting me call in, fella.
All right, Brucey. Always messing with me, man. Bro, he's really trolling all the damn time. He's that same thing, bro. And then at the end, I'm just,
You fell for it. But all right, y'all, we are going to go ahead. We are going to leave it right here, man. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. As always, thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to SMT Media Network as well. We will be back with you. And we know that if you watch a show like this, you enjoy sports talk and sports content. So that means you have other people in your orbit that you talk sports with. Please share this show with them. Oh, hold on. One more call.
Who that?
Nino. What up, Nino?
Nino.
What's going on with y'all guys, man?
What up, man?
You know it's Super Bowl Sunday, Bruce. You can't be manipulating the guys like this.
Hold up real quick. Nino, before you even do anything, do you agree with Bruce? I hate LeBron. Do you agree with that statement?
Not this Bruce, the other Bruce.
The other Brucey said, I hate LeBron. Do you agree?
No. I don't really think this Bruce hates LeBron. Now, I don't think he likes the antics and all that.
Correct.
See, I heard Bruce get props. If you want to hear hate, then you got to talk to y'all boy. What's his name? The one be working out.
Oh, yeah. Robin. Yeah, Robin cooks him.
Yeah.
Robin cooks him all day.
He doesn't hate LeBron either. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but he cooks him for all the things, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, LeBron asked for that.
No, anything somebody do. No. It's different. Like what you talk about, most of it is basketball related or some type of antics. That's understandable, but now you just talking about every day. And you don't even talk about Burn every day. Y'all don't talk about Burn every day.
I think Bruce is messing with me, man.
One of us be done brought him up most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all do a whole football show. Y'all football show don't discuss Burn.
Right.
Yeah,
but we love football over here.
On this case,
uh-huh.
I think YD was right. The point was making.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta see. That's why you gotta listen to the whole thing. They was talking about.
I did.
The NBA voted Tyrese Halliburton overrated, and everybody started running with it.
Right
now, you would think that basketball players have become the things that y'all have, that we all have, right?
You would think
to know that, especially at the point guard position, it's more to it than just going and stats. We know this, but that's why it's hard to take up for players sometimes, all the time, because they be doing stuff. You like, how could you vote Tyrese Halliburton the most overrated? And then the next year, he leads to the finals with, if you're a pro basketball man, you understood what the point guard position used to be when we would come up,
mm-hmm.
then you know it's not all about scoring and setting teammates up and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Snead had a point. He could have very well seen it. And just because these guys are in the NBA, that don't mean that are covering the NBA. Just because y'all got that knowledge, that don't mean that these guys got that knowledge.
Okay, so can I interrupt you for a second, Nino?
Oh, go ahead, Bruce.
I totally hear what you're saying there, and I hear what YD is saying there, and you guys make a great point. But doesn't that prove the point? Because the entire thing of Mind the Game, according to LeBron, was supposed to be to teach people what we don't know about basketball. And I've also said on this show, that in the first couple episodes, I was like, okay, this is not terrible. You know, there was some good X's and O's stuff. But you saw from the very beginning, but you see they've almost completely abandoned that. And now it's just like the propaganda. So like, I don't understand the argument.
Well, that's true there. I'm talking about from what we were talking about of how they get into the stats and the overrated. So
okay.
I get your point too, but I'm just saying for this particular topic,
mm-hmm.
right? Now your point is the same. You gotta have stats too. But so it's like two things to be true, right? Because I agree with you. You gotta have the stats.
Sure.
But to Snead point, most of us know in any sport, mostly, but especially basketball, points or just stats don't tell the whole story of how good a player is. So I think that's what we focus on. Tyrese Halliburton is pretty good. I consider him. He would have been a great point guard back when we came up, but I don't even know if I think they don't even count them guys as great no more. Like, would Chris Paul be considered great coming up now? Because he was like a 2-point guard guy.
Yeah. Listen, if Mark Price played today, can you understand how destructive that dude would be? Think about it. Con Knipple is out here killing. Mark Price would be an animal in today's league.
A young Robert Horry.
Mark Price is he's like 50, he'd be 50, 40, 90.
He did it then.
Yeah, so he would be more prolific at 50, 40, 90.
He'd be Damian Lillard. But see, that's history. See, we doing stuff that right there, what y'all just did, that stuff you can't even get on ESPN no more. The young guys ain't gonna know or appreciate Mark Price, right? So if you don't know Mark Price, look him up. I appreciate that, guys.
No doubt, man.
We gotta watch the Super Bowl without the Steelers.
Hey, look, I'm good with that.
Man. All right, man. Y'all hold it down. Please.
All right, Nito. Enjoy the game, man. Enjoy the game, brother. All right, man. All right, y'all. We're gonna leave it right here. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy your Super Bowl. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And we out. Peace.